And we're back on the Dispatch Sports Wrap with Rad and Hop. I'm your host, Conrad. Engstrom, here with Wade Haapajoki in the Fish House. Wade, how's it been going?
Conrad, sponsorship first.
Sponsors. You have no preamble at all? Nothing's on your mind?
Well, you said my full first and last name, and you haven't said that in 125 episodes. So I'm just trying to figure out what's your angle you're playing now. I'm waiting for the insult to come so I can have a rebuttal.
No, there's no insult. I don't insult. Do I insult?
Oh, Lord have mercy. Let's go.
Shannon's Auto Body.
Range Printing.
Rafferty's.
What did you just... What? You didn't... You remember when you did that the very first episode? You just did that. You can't even speak right now. Rafferty's Pizza. You're rattled. He's all... If you can see him now, he's embarrassed.
Randall State Bank. Am I embarrassed?
Yeah, you are.
Randall State Bank, the bald guys.
Who else? The future home of Grand Elbow for you.
No, TeeHive.
Oh, yeah.
Hornet's Nest.
Talked to Joel Clow today anyways.
Yeah, Joel's a good guy.
Yep.
Audie.
That's enough.
And then, the downtown establishment.
Where you're going to be the Grand Elbow
but
soon.
you never go to it, so I
don't
ever
have
see
time.
You.
I'm too busy covering sporting events.
Ann Jones misses you.
Shep's.
She told me.
On 6. But first, Conrad, you know what we like to do with this program. I mean, last week we had those young bucks. They were hot, having good seasons. The Bullet, Lunchbox Mert. And now we have the hottest Warrior coach and program happening right now. Warrior Boys hockey head coach. You want to introduce him, Conrad?
Yeah, Jeremiah Johnson.
Wow, you nailed. I thought you'd butcher his name. Coach Johnson, welcome back to the podcast.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here. So I feel a little bit better because he mispronounced Rafferty's there, and he usually gets my name wrong. But
whoa.
Name today.
What do you mean, whoa? What do you mean, Conrad?
Hey,
what is his name? Not Jeremiah, but what does
Jeremiah.
What does friends call him, Conrad?
Jeremiah.
No, shorten it up.
I don't know.
He can't say it, guys. He can't say Jerr. Conrad, can you say Jerr?
Jerr.
Oh! We've been working on his speech stuff. Shout out to Amy Aho for her speech language pathology.
It's not Jerr.
It's not Jerr. It's Jerr, like a chair.
I apologize, Jerr.
Okay.
Jerr, do you forgive me
I forgive you for sure.
Okay.
Well, Coach, the season kind of started off in a pile of muck, and you found your way to kind of pull yourselves out of a rut and kind of got the wheels back rolling, Conrad.
Hottest team right now, I think. I mean, what? Was it
them
6?
And girls basketball
6 out of 7?
Yeah, 5 out of the last 6 for us, and 3 in a row we've won. So,
talk about what's going on. How have we? What have you guys been doing?
Well, again, the kids have just been playing really good, sound hockey, and like you said, at the beginning of the year, we took some losses, but in each of the games, we kind of felt like we had, we grew a little bit there, and so we've continued to stick with it. We just have a really great group of young men right now that are bought into the process, and they've continued to show up. And when we started this year, we said we're going to ask a lot out of them, and we're going 6 days a week. Whenever we don't play on Saturday, we're getting up and we're at the rink at 6:30 in the morning every week. And to the credit to our guys, we've never had anybody not show up this year, and so all those little things have continued to add up for us. And we've kind of been finding roles for guys, and as we've gone through the season and guys have really kind of gone, this is where I'm at and this is what's expected of me, we've been able to win some games. So it's exciting from the coaching side of it when you get them to believe and have that buy-in, and then they have success. It makes it easier for them to continue to buy in.
And earlier in the year, I think it was, I don't know if the word consistency or you guys would have a good period and then would have a struggle period. Things kind of fell apart fast. And yes, I've been to some of your games, Conrad. I've attended, unlike you say that I don't attend sporting events. But to me, it seems more now you're just been more consistent and those lulls are less, Can you speak to that a little bit?
That is, it's like you're in our locker room last night, that we've continued to talk about that all year, and that you're right on. And we're a little bit older team in the fact that we got a lot of juniors and seniors, but a lot of guys that were coming into the season with not a lot of minutes. And so early in the season, when we play some of those top teams in our section, we were in games, and all of a sudden we give up a goal, and then that led to 2, 3, 4 goals. And now we've learned how to kind of, battle through those ups and downs, and they've been much more consistent. And that was our message before the game yesterday, is that even though we've won a few games, we've had some lulls in our game, and that last night we knew against Alex it was going to need to be for 51 minutes. And when you start the game with a goal in the first shift. And
28 seconds,
yeah.
Logan Vio with the call.
Did he have a good call?
Axton Peterson. Yeah,
Good call?
yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
good.
Yeah.
So that always makes you feel good. The confidence goes from there. And so we had a great start in the first period, and then our second period has been kind of the Achilles for us, and we've been much better over the last few weeks. And yesterday we got one in the second there to make it 2-0. And on the night before too, when we won the game, we were up 3-0 going into the third. We gave up one right away, but we continued to battle. And
most dangerous lead in hockey. 2 goals.
2 goals in both Monday night and Tuesday night, but our guys did a great job of just continuing. We got a little bit on our heels. The message was we're going to win this game, and Alexandria was, when you're behind, they're going to take some chances, and they did a good job of that. And our goaltender was the star for us in the third period, and Griffin Bartholomew. And both of our goaltenders have been playing great.
Yeah, Rollins had a good game Saturday, good game Monday.
Yeah, so he had 2 wins in a row, and.
What are you looking at? Conrad, can you speak instead of just wave fingers
I didn't do anything. What are you talking about?
It's embarrassing right now. We have a classy guest with a lot of
He is a
professionalism,
classy guest.
and you're over there just shaking your head at me.
I did
Stop
not.
it.
I think he's shaking it up and down there with our goaltender.
Oh,
so,
yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Tristan Rollins had a great game Saturday for us, and Monday, 2 wins, and Bart was set to go for us yesterday. And anytime you're going to get that, obviously that leads to your success too. It starts back there, and those guys, they get coached up by Toby Kovalyevog, and he does such a great job with them, and they're both in a great headspace right now. And when there's competition for any spots, which they both want to play, and they're both having success, they push each other, and that's the great thing with Tristan as a senior. He was disappointed he wasn't starting yesterday, but he's the first guy out there cheering Bart on and our group on. So he's not we talked at the beginning of the year, we have 4 captains, and he wasn't one of them, but our message when we met with him is that a lot of guys look to you as a leader, and he's continued to do that all year for us, and I'm so happy for him to be playing and get the wins that he has, but continuing to be a great teammate for us, such a great example for everyone else.
Looking at the success the last couple weeks here, I know I covered that, I think that Buffalo game when you lost 8-1, and was that kind of maybe not the low point, but a big turning point was after that game when it was like, guys, we're not 7 goals worse than this team. So can you talk about a little bit of how that turnaround has been into positive?
Yeah, that's what we talked about before. We had 2 other games like that this season too, where
the Sartell game,
unfortunately, and the St. Michael game where we were in games and then we give up one and all of a sudden it snowballs on us. But our guys, have continued. That's what we started this last summer, is that you got to believe something before it's actually going to come true. And we believe in them, and we've saw some of those things start to happen this summer, but it's still a process, and that's what's happened for this group. And, we went back to work, and we really got after that. We need to be more physical, and we have to compete all the time, and that starts for us in practice. And we were having good practices, but I think our intention as a staff changed a little bit. Like, we need to really kind of bear down on the defensive zone and, working from that end out, and then just competing harder all the time. And that's continued to translate. I told those guys, they're in a lucky spot right now that we've had a schedule where we had a couple reschedules, and we had these last few weeks here where we were playing almost every other day.
Like the NHL.
Yeah. So for them as a player, I remember those days because you're like, oh, coach can't get after me too much on the next day. We're going to probably fix a few things. But they just get to play hockey and play games, and, that's exciting for them.
Especially when you're playing well, it helps.
Yeah. When we get to the rink today, everyone's got a little more jump and pep in their step, and that's important. And as our message today, because the great thing is you win these games, and now we're starting to put ourselves in conversation for where we can be seated. And, our message, I said, let's see how smart they are. When we started practice, I said, what do you think my first words are going to be? And Ace Schindler was, I think, the first one to answer. He said, focus. And I'm like, you read my mind. We have to focus, and we have to concentrate. And so we had a good practice today in anticipation of our game tomorrow against St. Cloud, which, means a lot for our section seeding.
For sure. And defenseman, big part of Brainerd. I know Eric Polkamp's killing it at Denver, and Drew Hokinson leading your guys in points. Mm-hmm. What is it he's been doing to stabilize on defense, but also, he's a big part of that offensive attack as well?
Yeah, Drew's leading us in goals, assists, and points, and that doesn't happen very often for high school hockey unless you get guys like Eric Polkamp. And Drew he's been our captain from day one, and he's done a great job of leading. But when he's on the ice, he's so offensively gifted. He is not going to play hockey after high school, unfortunately, because he's a kid that I've told him numerous times and other people. There was a scout in the building the other day, and I'm like, he's a kid that if he continued on this path, like he could play for sure after high school. But he's really elusive. He sees the ice so well, and he's leading our team. And I've continued to we've asked a lot of him, and I think he has more to his game. His last few games, he's been so successful, and I think that where his game is, he could dominate, and he has dominated for us. And this happens a lot, too, when you get close to the end of your senior season. And for a kid like him who's set to go to college, that your game all of a sudden reaches even another level when I think you see, okay, this is coming to an end probably quicker than they want it to. And you've really seen it in his game and just the way he sees the ice, the way he defends, the way he shoots the puck, all those things. So we're lucky to have him back there because every night I would say we are going to have the best player and for sure the best defenseman on the ice.
You talked a little bit about players and stuff, and the two that stick out to me are the Peterson brothers. I know they've kind of been your steady on that first line, Mixon and Dobis, and Pyle, I think he had an injury.
Yes.
But I'm not sure where he's at. We can't talk about hockey injuries.
Lower body,
upper body. But anyways, back to the Peterson, and what I like about their game that really sticks out is the unselfish play. And granted, they're brothers. One's older, one's younger, but just the way they go about their business at times, it's fun to watch. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll say this about our whole.
Axton and Xander.
Yeah, our whole entire group. That even when we were, less wins than we wanted earlier in the year, that as a staff, we're so excited about coming to the rink every day because we have such a great group of young men, and the Peterson brothers are two great examples. That Xander is a senior assistant captain for us. That if we walked in tomorrow and said you're on the third line, he would say, okay, what do you want me to do? And he doesn't put the team, himself in front of the team. He's always such a team player. And when he's on the ice, he's got a great skill set. He's battled through some lower body injuries in the hockey world, and he's a kid who wants to continue on. And I'm excited for him to get healthy in his future and be completely able to play. And his brother Axton he's a kid that is.
Does that kid just smile all the time?
Oh,
I mean, I just got to ask, because every time I see him, he's got this smile. I mean, Conrad, you should take notes.
I'm always smiling.
Not like this kid. His nickname should be Smiles or something.
He is a kid that every coach would love to have because when you talk in the locker room, it doesn't matter if you're talking about the things we need to do better or the things we're doing well. He's looking you in the eyes and he's shaking his head up and down. And I've always told players, even if you don't agree with coaches, it's such a great body language to have. And his game is the same way. Like we just were talking about our lineup and our success recently, and with Axton, he is just consistent in who he is. He plays a 200-foot game, and our success not only is goaltending, but our centerman. And Axton is that example. He plays all over the ice. He just does what is expected. And, I've had coaches stop me after and ask about him, too, because they just appreciate what he does on the ice, and he plays physical. And, again, he smiles no matter what. And you love that a guy like him who will set the culture, and I would say is going to be a future captain for us for sure because he's a leader right now, even without a C on his chest. So both of those guys are fantastic kids for us. Richie Pyle's been injured. He's our second leading scorer, and he's back now, which is nice to have him. And he's got a little more jump in his step because you get a little time off there to rest, and it's a long season, and your body takes a little wear and tear. And so in practice today, I could see it in his game and his legs, and tomorrow is going to be fun for him to be fully back, and he can add so much for us offensively too.
Well, I'm peeling the layer right now. I got to ask a question. It's been in my head and haven't had a chance to talk to you. New staff this year, the girls' coaches, Ernster, Russ came over. We had Rusky on earlier. What has that transition been like? I mean, you have Coach Ernster, odd duck himself. You have Rusk, energy that's you can't even contain. I mean, putting them together with your even keel approach. How has that been this year for that adjustment with those two guys?
Well, I've been so blessed with the coaches that I've had up here in Brainerd, and Andrew Murray and Chris Stewart were with me the first 2 years, and now both have young kids
Yep.
babies this last year, and also some young kids in the youth program. So they have kind of stepped aside to continue to coach with their younger kids. Both fantastic coaches, and then to have Jim and Tate come over has been such an awesome experience. For, as I said, going to the rink has been easy because of the kids, but it's even more enjoyable too when you're working with guys like him. And you hit it spot on. Coach Ernster's been here forever with both the boys and girls program, and someone that I'm very good friends with and growing up with, so I have that relationship.
Sorry about that.
But
I got to work with the guys, so I know what you're feeling.
Both of them. And Coach Rusk, having those guys who are educators first and have been head coaches is so invaluable because they understand every little detail that goes into coaching, at the high school level, and being student athletes first, and the amount of times that Coach Ernster takes care of bus schedules and talking with our counselors and grades and academics and those things. And then, Coach Rusk with his excitement and energy, and it's been so fun to see the connections that our players are making with these coaches. Like, they thoroughly enjoy, I think, both of those guys, and they love their personalities. Like you said, Jim is he's calm, cool, and collected, and Tate comes there with that energy. And both alum, like myself, that we want nothing more than to put this program where we know it belongs and has been at times, and take it even to that next step of playing down at that Grand Casino Arena one day.
Let's talk playoffs then.
Oh boy, section, Conrad.
I have 8 teams in the section, so Brainerd will avoid the play-in this year, which is nice.
Well, I know. Well, we probably have the best record in the last 5 years in the state.
I agree, but it's kind of a logjam. You got Moorhead at the top, obviously, and then I think Elk River, St. Michael are in there. But 4 through 8, I know you, or 3 through 8, I know you tied Roseau, you tied Bemidji, you've beaten Alexandria, you've beaten St. Cloud. You got both those teams coming up.
Do we play all 4 of them again?
Just St. Cloud.
Just St. Cloud and Alex. I know you got, and Bemidji. I know you got Bemidji again. And then you got Moorhead, too, so you'll get to have a battle with them at the top.
Bring it!
But, how are you seeing playoffs shaking out? And you have to feel pretty confident about the form you've been in, especially in, maybe besides Moorhead. It's kind of a wide open section.
Yeah. Way to do your homework there. He's got the 1 through 3 seeds right now. So
Conrad doesn't skip a beat, man.
I know.
The Lakes area best tennis writer does know some hockey.
But we do get to see those 4 section games coming up here, and we've beat Alex once, we beat St. Cloud once, and as I've told our players all year, is ultimately that last game against him is really probably weighs in the most. So even though they're really close together for this Alex game, and St. Cloud we saw much earlier in the year and won 8-2, and in our meeting today too, Tristan spoke up and he said they're not an 8-2 team, and I'm like, no, you're right. That's exactly the message. Is that's high school hockey. Like, there's going to be days where the team gets down and then all of a sudden they don't have as much fight in them. But this is going to be. Every game we play is probably a game that we would say is a 50-50, and it's going to come down to who's going to commit to doing the things that are necessary to win, and we've been doing that really well.
Focus.
Lately.
Stay out of the penalty box.
Yes, and we've been good about that too, of when staying out of the box, but our kill was really struggling, and again, knock on wood, we've been great in the last 3 games, and ultimately, as we talk,
who is your penalty kill line?
Well, we have a couple different guys that have gone out there, and so we, Axton and Xander are often out there, and Kellen Ellingson and Ben Fields have been 2 guys that have really stepped up.
Ben Field of Dreams, you remember that name?
I do,
when he almost
yes.
had his natural hattie.
Yeah.
I was at that game. He scored 2 in a... Anyways, all right, sorry, Coach. I get off on.
No, I like when you get to talk about those guys. Ben, we've been doing some character training each week with these guys too, as we talk about the student athletes. And one of the things at the end of each week, we've awarded a player of the week, kind of emphasizing the whatever character trait we've been talking about. And Benny Fields, we just gave him our last week player of the week, and so it's
Benny Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
That's my nickname for him. Conrad.
He's been playing great for us. Like we said, he and Kellen Ellingson are 2 guys that I think have really helped us too in the past week. Just the way they've bought into their roles and they're playing physical and they're doing the little things that are allowing us to have success.
What are you thinking? Is it coach's vote, QRF? Do we fight about it? Is it Moorhead and everyone else throws into a bowl? I mean,
It's coach's vote in our Section 8, AA, so it'll come down to that. But I got to believe that people look at the QRF as they start to go, okay, these teams have all kind of beat each other. And, you mentioned we tied Roseau and we tied Bemidji, and, we lost to Roseau in the first game, and we played Bemidji here right at the end of the season. So when you get to that, you're going to always find these teams that somebody's beat somebody.
Yep.
And you're going to go
Hell,
head to head,
girls
but you're gonna
basketball
look at-
knows that feeling too.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, that last game against Bemidji, if you guys can hold form, could potentially have a home game.
You're reading my mind, and I don't want to put too much pressure on guys.
there's no pressure here. This is just win or lose, Coach.
Game by game. But yeah, I told our guys, like, the great thing is we've created this where we have meaningful games right now coming down the stretch. So if we're just worried about St. Cloud tomorrow, they don't need to worry about Bemidji. We can do that as coaches. But yeah, you've put yourself in a conversation that hopefully we're having when we get to that seeding meeting right after that Bemidji game of where do we see ourselves upper part of this Section 8 AA.
Well, what's your schedule look like? You're this Thursday. Where are you at?
We're at St. Cloud tomorrow,
Okay.
and again on the road against the St. Cloud team, and it's a rink that I know our guys like playing at. It's I think a fast rink, and everything kind of seems to, be physical down there, and they have some nice players, and they have some forwards I think that can get up and go, but I like our guys the way we're playing right now and going up against
Well, we got
them.
6 games left, it looks like.
River Lakes,
Yep.
Alexandria, Osseo. How's Osseo?
Osseo, do they have hockey?
Osseo 1A too?
They're 2A. Yep.
Oh, okay.
They came up last year. We have a couple teams that we've played some of these teams in the cities here, and so they came up last year, and unfortunately they got the better of us, so we're looking forward to going down there. I think it's nice when you get to a chance to just, as we went up to Duluth-Denfeld last week, it's nice to have a game like that where it's non-section, non-conference, and I think you can try some things with maybe you're systematically and also with lines and deep pairings where, no matter result, like it's not going to impact you hopefully in your seedings. And so we, and for us when we went up to Dunfeld last week was a great example for us. Like I think our guys played a little more free, like, okay, we're going to just try some new things
Let
here.
it go.
And we had some success in the things we tried, so that's always good.
And then last week of the season at the Spuds, home for Bemidji.
Yeah.
So
At least you don't end on the spot. At least you get a home game at the end before.
that'll be nice ending to the season and then playoffs.
Let's go.
Yeah, and in high school hockey, anything can happen, and Moorhead's really good. They're defending champs. They return a lot of guys, but
And recruit. I didn't say that. You didn't say that. I said, what? They're bringing in guys from
Hey,
Canada.
relax.
I think they're bringing the French over, Germans. God, they got special students. Sorry,
Wow.
that's big accusation.
That's-
That is my opinion and doesn't represent the Dispatch, Brainerd High School, or anybody else. Just my opinion.
yes.
Okay. All right. Well, Coach, anything for us before we send you off, or do you want to just stay while we wrap up quick? No, you got film to watch.
Well, no, I get to go watch our Bantam AA team. They don't get to. It seems like we don't get a lot of home games from them. So
They play tonight?
They're playing tonight.
Who
so
do
I get
they
to-
got?
They have St. Cloud, so I'm excited to go see those kids.
Oh, you
that are
better
gonna
go
be,
scout them up.
Yeah, coming into our program next year. Obviously, I have a kid that's a 9th grader in Bantam, so I know a lot of these players, and we're excited about this group coming in. And
Well, you better grab some Wendy's and head back. I said another. I can't be sick. It's right there, Conrad. The Wendy's chili.
All right.
Okay.
Well, Jeremiah, nice seeing you.
yeah.
It's
Hey.
nice being here again. I appreciate you guys doing this, and it's great for our community, and people look forward to hearing you. Too.
And good luck the rest of the season.
Go Warriors.
All right. Well, it was good high school hockey update.
I'm calling him long-winded. He likes to talk when we give him questions, Coach Johnson. And what's his nickname?
Jeremiah.
No. Friends call him.
Jer.
Yeah, Conrad. I can't believe you said Rafferty's wrong. It's been so long.
Wait, did I?
Yeah,
How did
you
I
said
say it?
Rafteries.
I thought I said Rafferty's.
No. And don't edit it. That's good humor. People love that stuff.
I don't know. I think I said it.
All right, let's go right into it. Athlete of the week, Easton Dirks. Wrestling.
Wrestling's having a good year.
Yeah.
They could go to state.
They got a shot to win their section. I'm excited for them coming up.
Girls basketball continues their winning ways. They beat Bemidji last night, which was good because they lost to them earlier in the year.
Yeah, that was an outlier loss. They've been on a roll. I mean, they just stunk it up there. And yesterday, that was a statement win for a
Statement win?
game, I think.
Did you
It
see
puts them in the top three for sure, if not top. What?
your buddy Ricky Ollie out there?
Oh,
repping?
yeah, I saw Ricky, Nate Olson, Darren Larson.
Boys got in the win column. They snapped their streak against Duluth East. No,
they lost.
They
to
lost to
Duluth.
Duluth East. They beat.
What is going? Okay, timeout. Reese, you're not editing that. You leave that.
Okay, I can leave
wrong.
that in. But
They beat Sock.
Yeah, they beat Sock Rapids.
I
Sorry,
watched that game.
I apologize.
That was a back and forth. They were down and then up,
But they needed to win, and they got one.
Yeah,
so.
and they competed last night. Duluth East. I mean, had a shot to win it.
And then gymnastics competed last night, so good for them. And then Nordic ski competed yesterday, so
Piper Grillo, athlete of the week.
that's alpine ski. So
Oh, sorry. Go into that one.
Nordic ski is.
Sorry,
different.
I was missing. Don't you can edit that.
I can edit that.
Yeah, yeah.
No, I'm not gonna edit that. Anyway,
How about swim?
swim is just dominating still. Bennett the Bullet Day. They beat the.
There was
DL.
another. What was the other swimmer that you guys wrote about? You don't even remember.
I don't write the swim story usually.
Jeremy, where are you at? He won 4 events,
He did.
and his name was Macaulay Henry. Come on, Conrad. You can't even. Oh my gosh, This is ridiculous. The local sports editor doesn't even know.
I'm not. the
Henry
editor.
Macaulay, shout out to him. Big swim weekend for him.
Do you want to hear what I got chirped yesterday after the game?
At
I was
the girls'
walking.
game?
Yeah, I was walking out.
Oh no.
And Beth Blacklance and Macy Castle were there, and they're like, "Oh, Conrad, you're gonna be so sad because St. Michael beat Alexandria by 30."
No, they didn't.
Yeah,
Did they really?
yeah.
And how are you doing with that? Are you sad?
No. it's fine.
Hey, dance. This weekend, it's it. Section
Is it
dance.
sections?
And so the run begins. Or should we say the kick?
yeah.
What are you yeah-yaing? This is exciting. I'm
It's
excited
very
for it.
exciting.
Three-peat. It's starting.
We'll see if they can get it done.
Okay. And girls hockey?
Girls hockey.
Tough. Hey, how about that Rupp from Bemidji?
Up her
She is.
dominant.
She's like a golden. Should be on the U.S. team or
4
something.
goals.
I mean, she's like legit, Conrad. Yeah.
Playoffs for them are coming up. I think this is the last week of the regular season, so
Okay.
girls hockey, get ready for some playoffs.
Hey,
Cooch.
hey, you're pretty quiet right now. Is it because I got all the picks right in NFL again?
Oh yeah, because I
Yeah, oh yeah. Now who do you got? We got 2 weeks yet. We got another week
Yeah,
to think
we
about.
got
Don't
plenty of
rush
time.
it. Don't rush it.
Who's Taylor Swift marry? Oh no, that's not nobody.
Travis
I mean.
Kelce?
Okay.
What is going on?
Well, the Chiefs aren't in it. So
Oh boy, Conrad. Are you reffing this week?
I can't disclose that, but yeah, I will
Why?
be. I'll be reffing.
You be reffing?
Oh yeah.
Oh. How's your reffing game been going?
I don't know. It's been all
Any
right.
teas? Give out any teas?
I've given out 1 tee this year.
For what?
Player said to another player,
A bad word.
"Get the blank out of my face."
Oh.
Yeah,
Well, that's
so
good.
It was just.
It was, yeah.
It wasn't anything
Crazy.
that bad, but
Okay.
like
Well, good for you. Helping the kid out.
You
Hold
know.
him accountable. That's
Yeah.
key. Well, Conrad, I don't know what to say. Coach Johnson took all the air out of this thing. He nailed it.
he is a good coach.
Yeah, he is. He's a player's coach.
Are you ready for spring seasons?
Not yet. We can wait on that.
Wait on that.
Yeah, baseball, softball, track,
Have you seen the new facility?
P2P.
Yeah.
Not yet.
No.
I drive by it every day and see the signs.
Yeah.
Kids are in there playing ball.
That's good.
Boy, we're running out of things to talk about.
It's a nice facility in there.
Well, Shannon's Auto Body.
Rafferty's Pizza.
Yeah!
TeeHive. TeeHive kicked that hornet's nest.
Shannon's Auto Body. You already said that.
Yep. You said it.
Range printing.
Yep. Randall State Bank.
The bald guys.
Your favorite place.
Shep's on 6.
Why are you worried? You got Gopher gear.
Big Gopher game tonight. Badgers. -8.5.
Jeez. What are you going to give out your picks now? Your betting picks?
I'm taking the Badgers. Going to cover. All right.
All right.
Go Warriors!
Go Warriors.